Alright guys, today I'm going to do a repeat of my Sako versus my Tikka. They're both a 204 Ruger. So I did this video before, but I took a lot of flack for it because I didn't shoot the same ammo out of both rifles. So my reasoning for doing that was the Sako tends to like the 40 grains better and the Tikka the 32 grains. But I'll shoot them both out of both guns today, make everyone happy. On the previous video too, I had a second focal plane scope on my Sako, so the reticle was a little thicker, a little harder to tell if it was me wiggling. But I don't have a vise or anything like that, so I will just be shooting off a bipod with a bit of a rear butt rest here. So there is my wiggle factor. I think at the end of the day we'll see both shoot extremely well. Is one better than the other? No. This is kind of like a Corvette versus a Camaro, right? You got your your luxury. Is it just a fluted barrel? It's everything just a little fancier, right? It's got the single set or the set trigger for an 8-ounce pull. This one I did do the spring in it. But we're running both Vortex scopes, Viper PSD Gen 2 and a Diamondback Tactical. This one I've been having a little bit of trouble focusing, getting really good focus. So it might be just not quite as clear, but looking through it, it's still pretty clear. That's just all because of how I have the Tacticam set up and that kind of fun stuff. But I'll run both at 12 power, 100 yards. So we'll go with the Sako at first. I only have 2 targets out there, so I just don't have enough shoot and see it. This would be ideal to do 4 separate targets and then compare, but we'll do some 40 grains, take a picture. I will try cover them up, but when I shoot it, they might pop off because it's cold out. Then 32 grains, and we'll do the same with the Tikka and see if we can see one that actually is a clear winner, which in my books they're pretty equal. Anyway guys, I'm gonna get right to it. So guys, we're gonna burn one on each, okay? Just for a cold bore fouling shot. Sako 40 grain, Sako 40 grain. So guys, not the best group, not terrible. I dialed left yesterday. I was shooting at a coyote 500 yards, so I was a minute left. Or a quarter, half a minute left, so I'm a little left. Gun zeroed at 200, so it looks like our zero is still good. I'm gonna hit the 32s now. So there's Sako shooting 32 grains, and like I covered up the 40 grainers, but I don't know, the stickers might fly off. So anyway guys, here we go. Little bit of mirage on the last one, kind of played with me. Guys, this is actually Stacy's Tikka T3X, and I did throw it in a rough deck ember stock. It's got a heavy barrel, so I did have to take out some material here so it would fit. But just so you guys are aware, I typically don't shoot this one as good because I really have, like, here's where my cheek weld should be, but I got no riser on this gun, so I got to lift off. So, I mean, I'll try my best, but I can get pretty steady, but it's just difficult. So we'll do again the 40 grains first and the 32s. This one really likes the 32s if I remember correctly. So Tikka 40 grain burning one and then going into our shots. Just trying to get my gun a little more level. Just wanted to make it clear, guys, the reticle for me was in focus here. I just didn't have it clear in focus for the Tacticam, so it's a little blurry. I could see it fine, it's just the camera didn't see it all that clear here. Apologize if the reticle isn't really clear on this one. Okay guys, Tikka sending 32 grains. That's going to make things difficult. So we'd probably call the Tikka the winner here on that round with the 32s for sure. Guys, so that last group by the Tikka was pretty phenomenal. I think it's a group that even a lot of hand loaders would be like, hey, that's pretty decent. But we're spitting factory ammo out of a factory rifle. So I did save one target for bonus round. So I'm going to try replicate that group with the 32s out of the Tikka. Which, if you go back to my original video, that's why I ran the 32s, because it shot it best. My question is, the Sako, I've had it for a decade, and you know, it shot the 40s well enough for me that I really didn't even look at the 32s, just because the 40s are ballistically so much better. So I'm going to shoot center or bullseye with the Tikka 32s, try and replicate that. Then I'm going to shoot 40s. I got actually a button higher and lower on this target. I'm going to shoot 40s at the higher one, 32s at the lower one, and give that Sako one more chance to redeem itself here. This is a fairly new rifle, maybe 200 rounds through it. The Sako has probably got around 1,500, so you can take that for what it's worth. I'm also starting off, I'm shooting, so I switched ammo between boxes there. Shouldn't have said that, but just because I ran out. But I'm going to start fresh ammo, both guns, and not switching boxes or anything funky like that. I do know the 40s, they changed the primer some years ago, so I have old boxes. They're still the gold primer, so I don't see them anymore. But that's what I got. So let's do it one last time, round 3. Round 2, Tikka, sending 32 grains. Pretty good group on a little left maybe. So guys, round 3, Sako, 40 grains. Oh, wasn't holding recoil very good there. Shoot. I'll do my best. So that first one was a little high and left, guys. I felt the gun kind of kick into me more than I should have. I wasn't holding it with my shoulder really good, so. But let's do some 32s here. So round 3, Sako on 32s. I'm a little bit canted there. That one might have been me. Actually, I think I don't know what's going on. Moved it over. Hey, let's go see, boys. So it's kind of back to originally what I thought. These are the Sako 32s, so a bit of a group there. Here's the 40s. So that's why in the original video, it always to me shot the 40s best. And our Tikka, you know, really good there. We had one there. But our original group on the first round was just phenomenal. So like I said, the 40s out of the Sako and the 32s out of the Tikka. That's why I did that originally in the first video. But here you guys can see it all. Take it as you like. What I think, my thoughts, both are amazing rifles. Both shoot great. There we're probably a little better than an MOA on the Sako, and the Tikka, I'd call that 0.5 on the first round. Hard to tell, the target's pretty demolished, but not true science. As for the lead sled, you know, really determine while I shoot and target practice like I actually shoot. So it's just more real. So whatever I shoot better without a lead sled at the gun range, I know I shoot it better. So that's kind of how I roll like that. There's no point, you know, sticking my gun in a lead sled and then I'm out in the field and I don't have it with me, right? So just all shooting habits and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, both great rifles. I don't have a favorite. The Sako is mine, so I guess that's my favorite. But yeah, you guys can let me know what you think, what you rather have. It really don't matter. I think it all boils down to shooter capabilities in the end. So both shoot better than I can shoot. Cheers.